What's up, guys? This is DJ coming at you with another review of the Dahon 3-Speed Classic. I did a few upgrades to it. Let me show you a couple of the things I did. Voila! As you can see there, a little cheap headlight I got on there off of eBay for a couple dollars, $7 or $8. I don't do a lot of night riding, but it's good to have something on there. A little bag right here. Got a Walmart, 12 bucks. Keep my keys or MP3 player or your glasses or whatever you want to keep in there, a little toolkit. I also upgraded the handlebars of the bike, as you can see here. The diameter is 25.4, but they're really long. They're almost the standard length of a mountain bike. They're actually mountain bike handlebars, and they actually fit perfectly on the bike. It even feels even more of a stable ride with these. You know, you got a wider grip. You know, very similar to my full-size mountain bike. I really like that. And matter of fact, I'm going to get another set of these bars here and put them on my Neovolt Sport electric bike. Okay, so these handlebars are a great upgrade for this Dahon 3-Speed Classic. Okay, something I didn't point out earlier on this bike here. Something else I upgraded the bike to. I'm a taller guy. I'm not tall by American standards, but I'm 5'11", about 5'11 and a half. And my battery pack's getting dead. Hang on a second. Let me plug this up. Let me pause it for a second. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'll plug it up. Okay, guys, I'm back. Anyway, finish saying what I was saying. By American standards, I'm not tall, but I'm 5'11". So, what I did different was, I'm going to take it out so you guys can see. Okay. Hang on a second. I can get it out there. Oh, I got it a little tightened up. Hang on. Loosen it up a little bit more. All right, there you go. There's the seat pillar, as they call it with the Brompton bike, for the seat post. What I did was, this is the original bottom tube. This is the original seat post for this Dahon 3-Speed Classic is, what do you call them, expanding seat posts or extension? I forgot what the telescopic seat posts. But anyway, me being taller, I still needed a little more leg extension for myself. So there's a couple of things that you can do when you're like 6 feet tall, and if you really like these bikes, they're totally awesome, is to do this. I call them the big butt seats, the big booty seats. Walmart, $27, $25, whatever, and they're really thick, okay? So, and they got the double springs in the back, so that adds to the height of your, excuse me, that adds to the height of your seat, actually, because the standard seat that came with it is thinner. You know, I still have the original seat. It's thinner, it is lower. For those of you that are shorter, that's fine, but for people like me that are 5'11" and 6 feet, you need a longer seat post. So what I did was, I got the seat to start off with. Then that didn't do it, so I, you know, started thinking, and I went to a performance bikes or whatever, and the guy was kind enough to measure the diameter of this lower tube of the original seat post. So what I did was he measured it. It came out to be 30.9 millimeters or whatever. Yeah. So what I did was I got the longest 30.9 millimeter seat post I could get, and yeah, I got it, and I was able to wedge it inside of the original shaft. So it's quite a bit longer. I can actually have the seat too high for myself, where I can't even touch the ground. But anyway, I wedged it in there. It clamps on there, and it doesn't move or anything. Very sturdy, very secure. It's a 400 millimeter seat post, so it's a little longer than your average, but it fits right in there. Again, it's 30.9 by 400 millimeter seat post. The black extension. So that's my extension. My telescoping. It ain't telescopic anymore. But anyway. I took the original out, and I kind of wedged this in there. I got a rubber hammer, bing, 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 got it in there real good. Then I clamped it. It doesn't come loose or anything, it does really well. And I'm able to get the proper seat height that I need. So that's something else you guys might want to do. You know, the bag on the rack, awesome, awesome, awesome. And I just put it back in there. And I'm very happy with this bike. Look at this. The minimum seat insertion is right there. So hang on a second. So even right there, that's very, as you can see, that's very high for a taller guy. That's really nice. I mean, I can get my full leg extension right there. As you can see, let me get it around here a little bit more. Okay. Okay. There you go. Let me get that bad boy back in the can. What you call it? Drop it a little bit. But I have to say about this bike, very, very happy with it. $200, guys. Mint condition. For those of you, and this is like a 1985, 86 bike, so it's a lot of fun to ride around an antique, basically. Or it's pretty much near an antique. As far as the shifting, I learned more about the Sturmy 3-speed hub gear setup or whatever. I'm learning more about that. So I got it shifting pretty doggone good. All gears shift properly. I had to get this cable up front and get that in the proper slots because this kind of came out. But I got that taken care of. Got my handlebars on here. For those of you that have this bike and you get some play up here, go to like Home Depot and they got little rubber bushings, rubber washers or whatever else. I forgot the technical name for them, but you can get those and put them on there and that'll get rid of most of that slop. Like I have like very little play, just a little bit in this. You know, most of these folding bikes, even my high-end bike and even the Brompton, they get a little bit of wiggle, a little bit, you know. Well, it's okay. But for this bike, you can get those rubber washers for like $2 and something, and that fixes that problem. This bike is very sturdy. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to put some white walls on it, add a little more bling. But yeah, you can see I got it fully outfitted with my rear panels back here. Let me flip it around. I got my little blinking light in the back so I don't get plowed over, which is really cool. And let me tell you something that I discovered too, guys. And people need to start letting people know the truth about these bikes, this and the Brompton or whatever else. Alright, I'm riding the Brompton, right? And I don't have really big feet. I wear like size 10.5 shoes. I'm 5'11" and wear like size 10.5 shoes. I'm riding my Brompton, and I've had my feet hit the pavement cornering like 3 or 4 times. It scared me. I didn't know that, you know. I have not had my feet hit the ground one time when I corner on this bike. And tonight, purposely, I went on a 5-mile ride. It's like 10:30 at night. I went on like a 5-mile ride, and I purposely pedaled around the corner. Didn't hit the ground one time, because what they did was they were really smart. Again, back in the day, what they did was this center crankshaft here, they actually elevated it higher, so it's not level with the wheel hub. You know, most cranks are level with that. They actually elevated it, which is very smart, and you still get that ground clearance. So you're not, you got the small tires, so they elevated this crankshaft up, and got a nice weld there. They elevated it up to basically a standard height of a 20-inch bike, so you're not whacking the ground when you corner. Very smart. Now that's back in the day, guys, 1985, 86 engineering. Looks like they did it right. But anyway, I have no complaints with this bike so far. I have no complaints at all. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with this bike. I mean, I'm shocked. For those of you that like folding bikes, I would tell anybody, guys, these bikes show up on eBay quite often. You know, they're not a lot of money, and they're worth even, like I got 2 of them. And I would say that if you get one, get 2. You know, get 2. That way you got one for parts. Like actually have 3. I have 2 riders, and I got one the first one that I bought, it actually had some issues up here in the front, but I decided just to use that as a parts bike. So I got it all kind of taken apart, and I use it as parts. But anyway, this bike here is so awesome. I mean, I get a lot of people asking me about it, stopping me, saying, "Man, I love your bike." I'm like, "Yeah, 1985." I got it on eBay, 1985, 86 folding bike. But a lot of people seem to like it. I didn't get it for that purpose. I got it because I like it. I don't really care what people think. If they like it, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a smart mouth. But I got it, you know, like I said, I'm trying to rehab my leg, and I like portability factor, you know. And I would tell anybody, I hear some of the comments people make about folding bikes, like, oh, you can't get up enough speed, and this, that. This bike is geared perfect. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be down on the Brompton. You guys saw my Brompton, and I'm going to do another review on that. I'm very happy with the 3 speeds on this bike. Shifts great. I'm not having any problems. My Brompton, on the other hand, is not shifting properly. The chain's jumping. It's a brand new bike, dude. I bought it, but I'm not blaming anybody. I know when you buy a bike off the net, there's not like a lot of people that work on Brompton bikes. I'm mechanically inclined, so I'll figure it out. But you know, I figured brand new I wouldn't have any issues with shifting and whatnot, and I'm having shifting issues. Chain coming off, derailing, all that kind of crap. So it's getting kind of frustrating. But don't get me wrong, I like my Brompton bicycle. But at the same time, I like this bike. I have to say I like this bike just as much as the Brompton. It costs a lot less, $200, $200 guys. Minimal upgrades. I haven't dumped any money. All I did was put a seat on it. Seat post for $20-something, a seat for $20-something. I bought some new handlebars, a little cheap light. And it has the original tires on it. You know, I got some white walls I'm going to put on it just for looks, just for the bling factor, have a little fun. This bike rides so good. I have to say, even now, it still rides, to me, it still rides better than my Brompton. I gotta get, hang on. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, guys. I like the Brompton. But at the same time, I would tell anybody, don't believe all the hype. You know, it's a nice bike. It folds up good. I have fun riding it, but at the same time, I have just as much fun riding my Dahon, or more, no, maybe even more fun, riding the Dahon 3-Speed Classic, 1985. So I would encourage you guys, if you guys want a nice folding bike, man, 16-inch wheels are the way to go as far as smoothness. Brompton's great as far as being more compact and able to, you know, I got the luggage bag and all that kind of stuff. Where I really like it, and I'm not down with Brompton. I just did, you know, the shifting gears. The gears, it's kind of frustrating. It's, you know, this ain't a cheap bike. The Brompton is not cheap. You guys know that, but I still like it. I'm not hating on the Brompton. I ride my Brompton. I ride them both equally. I'll probably ride the Dahon a little bit more because I'm not having any issues with it. No shifting issues or whatever else. It just rides really good, guys. It gets you tired. It even has the Dahon. I mean, the Dahon still has the original reflectors on it. It's a great folding bike. And back to what I was going to say about speed. Me personally, I'm not trying to be a, you know, I'm not walking. You know, these bikes, if you're cruising 10 miles an hour, you're doing great. You get wherever you got to go. You know, at a good, decent amount of time on either one of these bikes. You know, and I have like I said, I have the full size bike. I have a 20-inch electric bike, Easy Motion Neo Volt, which is awesome. You can't beat that bike, guys. If you guys want an awesome electric bike that's under $2,000, the Easy Motion Neo Volt Sport is the bomb. I have it. You guys, look at some of my videos on my channel. That bike is off the chain. 20-inch wheels, great mileage on the battery. If you're smart, I don't charge that battery every day. If I ride that bike, I may charge that battery once every 2 weeks. I may get 350, but then again, I ride. I'm not just trying to ride like a scooter. But Easy Motion Neo Volt, get that bike, guys. It's the, as far, unless you want suspension. If you want a compact electric bike that's good, that's durable, from what I've seen so far, and I've got about 400 miles on my Easy Motion Neo Volt, haven't had a problem. It's a nice bike, man. I'm telling you. Electric, sucker cruises, real torquey, does good on trails. You know, of course you don't want to be jumping or anything, but it does great. But anyway, back to these two. The Dahon right now is a winner still. It's still the winner. No shifting problems. Don't give me any headaches. Brompton, I love it. I like it. The the gears are getting on my nerves, you know. It's pretty frustrating. You pay this much money for a bike and it's jumping gears, chains jumping off. But I'll figure it out. I do like the Brompton, don't get me wrong. It's so cool to just be able to fold it up, take it where you want it to go. Okay guys, I hope that gave you guys some good information. But guys, those of you that like folding bikes, get this bike. It's on eBay quite often. I would even pay up to $300-400 for this bike if it's in deep good condition. I got a friend of mine in Daytona. I told him about it, and he was able to get 2 of them here in Florida. Somebody that had said they could, you can pick them up in town, pick up whatever. He got 2 of them for like $125 in great condition, original tires, everything. So these Dahon 3-speed classic. If you want a compact bike, get them, man, because people watch my review is going to bring the value up on this bike. You know, I'm just being honest with you, giving you an honest review on it, and I really like the Dahon 3-speed classic. It does real good. All right, guys, that's good. That's good enough for now. Ease.